What up guys, Gavin Peacock here from Flip Society. Just cleaning up all my gear and reorganizing, so I've been meaning to do this for a while. Wanted to run you through all the accessories I use, and yeah, multi-purpose for most of the things. Just give you a quick tour of all my getup here. So let's go. So in the back here you can see my cases. My most favorite is the bottom, the Pelican 1350 I believe series case. I put most of my things in there, but also 3 or 4 other various sizes of cases. A little soft pouch for when I'm doing a mini mission into the woods or whatnot, and the big cases for now I'm doing a big blowout weekend kind of excursion. I got the military edition DJI Phantom there. Nice beautiful limited edition carrying case. Camo green body. That Phantom you guys have seen a lot of. It's been in the bottom of a lake and it's flown through a firework display show, and yes, we were the first to throw the Phantom up into fireworks. Coming over here I have all my tripod accessories. Standard tripods here, 3 of them. My favorite, the Big E Manfrotto, super small compact tripods, and then your little mini octopuses. I guess smallest first. I used to use the suction cups here as my low tripods to the ground to get low to high shots, but I found the heaviness of a GoPro would often tip this either way depending on what you're angling for. So these new flexi mini octopus tripod mounts are great because A, you can flatten them right out low to the ground like so and shoot up. I'll show you shots and examples as I go through these. I've also used them flipped upside down, completely wrapped around tree branches. Use them hanging like so, and you can get pretty awesome aerials from pretty much anywhere. I did that with some mountain biking clips not too long ago. Mini tripod kind of acts the same, lighter, more compact when you're traveling, but the big guns are always the best. They got the fluid heads in them. You can bring this over, my favorite Manfrotto. Big fluid joints there for really smooth movement. Right off the bat, a lot of people comment on the videos asking how the heck did I get this such a steady shot. And you just have to go back to your basics. Invest in a nice tripod and you can get those beautiful slow pans without any glitching or whatnot. This is probably my most commonly commented on item. I call this thing my Excalibur, which is, as far as I can find, the best monopod out on the market. It is probably, you probably couldn't find it anymore, but it's the Lightipod series from SLIK. Yeah, mainly it's got this 360 swivel head built into the top. So I don't know if I can put my phone down, but you get basically the ability to shoot forward or spin around and do those famous selfie shots like I've been doing in the past. And it's got an extendable arm like your normal tripods would, and that lets you get it to a 5 or 6 foot reach, and I end up utilizing that a lot. Main problem with this, when kids are trying to copy and emulate what we're doing, this thing's pretty heavy to begin with. With a GoPro at full stretched arm, you need to be pretty damn strong to keep that thing running smooth and steady, you know, trail race and whatnot. So if you're too weak, you're gonna get instability, and you might as well drop down to the lighter compact plastic versions. And then out in front here, what I call the big boomstick is actually secretly a golf ball retriever. You can see I put the tube mount clamp on the end, missing the hardware right now. But this sucker has an extendability to 15 feet. You can see how you can easily get big reach for big aerial views very quickly. And I'm going to make a trip to a hardware store and buy the fiberglass extendable painting staffs, but I find this has a little bit too much shake on the end at full extension. So those are my tripods. Moving on. Okay, moving on, I just threw out all my little mini adapters, 90-degree turners I call them. I find most of the time these just land the bottom of your cases, not really being used at all, but what I find the most, I can show you an example, the most handy for these is on my head cam over here. Anytime you need extension off of your main mounts, these are really great to use. Let me see if I can loosen this up. Ooh, that's on there tight. So this is an example. We were doing head cam shot, but we wanted a little bit of extension off of the face, so we were able to angle that GoPro back at the rider, doing some longboarding. You know, pretty much the only reason I need to use them is when you need a little bit more reach, or if you have a case where, let's say here, I'll get to these clips in a sec, you have a clip that only mounts one way, camera's facing the wrong way, you just throw in these little 90-degree turners to get your GoPro now turned 90 degrees. So I call them, or think of them like Lego blocks, and think how many of these and what length do I want to get the angle and reach I need. Come back to that clip in a sec. So those are them, tons always laying around. Moving on to the mounts. Now you see here, I even have unopened bags of mounts. I advise only if you're using a situation where there's not going to be too much vibration or risk for GoPro being smashed on something to start using the mounts. Otherwise, I like to hard mount cameras, meaning attach them in a way that you know there's no possible chance they're going to fall off. I end up using suction cup mount on any flat surface a lot more than I use the adhesive mounts. And main reason for that is 3 months into buying my very first GoPro, which would be one of the models even older than this old Hero 2. I met a kid in Quebec who had this on his helmet. We both dropped down in the run. He hit the camera off a tree branch and the thing was gone forever. And from that day forward I thought, you know, these things aren't indestructible, so I kind of avoid them. But you know, if you're doing car shot, no bumps, want to throw it on the front, or we throw these on the front of our ATVs, just time and place for when you want to need them. They are definitely strong, but they can be ripped off, so never 100 proof ironclad. I got all my random batteries here. Main thing I just wanted to show you is this great dual charger I just picked up. Dual charger dock with, get in focus there, many various ways to plug in. I got a charger in my car that I didn't bring out, but I always just pop in USB, and I got cameras charging on the go all the time. And I'll throw up a link to where I've picked up most of my accessories, my main accessory source right now. And there's, yeah, millions of options on the site, but this is one of the neatest, most compact dual battery charging docks I've seen to date. All right, moving on, there's just a quick view of all the cameras. I got a 3+ inside charging, so just 3 3s for now. I find I use the 3s a lot. Most people I get commenting asking how many cameras I use at once. And I really only need to ever use up to 3. We've done 4 before, and in some videos, you know, I like to show the effect of editing, which gives you the appearance that we're using 6 at a time, but in reality, almost all shots, got a plane going overhead, almost all video edits we do is, you know, 1, 2, max 3 cameras. So rarely would you need more. The trickery of editing can give you the appearance of using more, so I'd advise to learn your editing skills and yeah, make it look like you're using more on screen and not have to invest in too many. Mounts, I'm going to say, aside from my monopod, which I use absolutely the most out of all this stuff, the suction cup mounts I find come in handy, definitely in second place. This one we've taped a pool noodle onto, which is perfectly measured out to float the weight of a GoPro in this thing in the water. We've had it, well, you guys have seen side of the boats going full speed, hit a wave, it gets ripped off. Front of a wakeboard, front of a wake surfboard, thing gets ripped off, floats in the water, you know you're safe, you're not panicking. No need to remind everyone to always use the waterproof backing, the solid backing. Only if I'm inside in a dry event I'm ever using the open back mic. 99% of the time I'm always keeping the waterproof backs on. I got 2 suction cup mounts. That's another one I dismantled for other pieces. This is the head cam I just showed you, and we had added the extension to get the face down looking back shot. I know from the accessory site I use, you can buy extension arms that reach out 3 times this distance off in front of the camera, which gives you that awesome professional look looking back down at the actor or talent or whoever it is. This is another accessory I just picked up, which is a really strong Velcro wrist or ankle strap. Also you could literally put this on anything you can think of, and it has a very neat locking adjustable 360 swivel, so I can get this going. So you can just spin that to any angle you know you need, and then click the button, lock it in place, and now it's not going to go anywhere. You can get that GoPro lighting up perfectly how you need it. And again, I'll throw up the link to show you guys where to order these from, really cheap. Just got a busted ankle strap, the original GoPro surf strap. We snapped it back trying to wrap it around a snowboarder, doing big tricks, so the force of the crash just snapped it off, put a little duct tape, threw it back on there. As long as the GoPro doesn't see it, you guys don't know it's busted, and it works perfect. No complaints there. These are two other new accessories I just picked up, which are very sweet. I was holding this one earlier. This is a super strong clamp mount. Its main purpose was to go on backpack straps, just to slide on, and the GoPro sits at the front. But I've recently used this to just literally clamp to tree branches out in the forest. I clamped it to a SLIK line, which we have set up in the practice backyard here. So super versatile. All the mounts I end up investing in are something that are maximum multi-purposed. So even though they're sold as a handlebar mount, let's say, you can think anything within that diameter that you could possibly attach to, you could potentially attach to, which makes these mounts way more bang for the buck for the money. So we got the hair clip super strong spring mount, and this guy is kind of the new age quick clamp mounts, as opposed to these old seat tube mounts that take forever to thread it on and off. This guy is adjustable here. You just clamp the lever down. This vise never lets go of what it's gripped onto, and then you still have full adjustability of left and right twist, pan, and tilt mode up there. Lock it in place, and now you got a versatile clamp mount gripped onto anything you need. Front of a skateboard, tree branch. Let your mind wander and drift, and yeah, use that to its max potential. I got my super rare limited edition GoPro water bottle. I think everyone always asks me where you get these, and I just say you got to earn them, or just run into the right kind of salesperson at any event or race that's throwing them out for free. Lastly, the military edition DJI Phantom. Been at the bottom of a lake, through a fireworks show, full speed down roads, chasing racers. You guys have seen all the footage. Obviously the most expensive of all the accessories for the GoPros, but also, you know, biggest bang for your buck there. It gives you definitely an extra edge on most other videos. The second you get up into aerial footage, you're getting into that professional quality production feel of videos. So few buddies want to pull up together to buy one of those. They're around 800 bucks to start. You got to definitely learn how to use them, buy some extra batteries. I don't have all the accessories out for it, but that's the gist of the Phantom, and we've been using it a lot. I bring it everywhere with me now, knowing at some point there's probably a use for an aerial shot. Again, yeah, soft case for traveling on just on mini trips and mini shoots, and then my big hard cases for when I'm traveling. Various sizes for whatever I need, you know. The bottom Pelican case there, which I believe is a 1350. I can confirm this. Anyway, that bottom case can basically store all of this into it, no problem. And I'd usually just take the monopod off on the side. And again, bigger tripods or bigger shoots. If you guys want me to expand on any of this stuff, I'll be doing little mini video tutorials throughout the next few months. Just feel free to comment and ask and request, and I'll get back to you. And final apologies for the slow release of movies lately. I don't know if any of you guys know, but I blew my knee out completely in the end of last summer and had 6-month rehab surgery on it in December. So we're hitting July and I'm just back to getting to 100%. So you'll see the videos pick up. All is well. Stay healthy, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. We're done. Cut.